Hello student, hello dear student, how are you? Okay, I hope you will fine. Okay, so today I am going to discuss about tissue. In tissue we have discussed plant tissue. Okay, in previous classes I have discussed in tissue, plant tissue and animal tissue, and today I am going to discuss about plant tissue in briefly. Okay, so now first, listen to me and look here. Okay, now first the term tissue was coined by. The term tissue was coined by. You can see on the screen. The term tissue was coined by Wissert. Okay, Wissert in 1792. Wissert is a scientist. Okay, the full name of Wissert, Marie Francois Xavier Wissert. He was coined tissue. Okay, he was coined tissue. Tissue, it means the word TISSU, tissue. The word coined by Wissert in 1792. Okay. Also we know that a study of tissue is known as histology. Okay, histology is derived from two words. Histo. Okay, histo means tissue. Histo means tissue. Okay, histo means tissue. Histo means tissue. And logos, LOGOS. Okay, logos means study. You know biology. Okay, so biology means bio means life and logos means study. So study of life is known as biology. That's why, as similar as histology, it means histo means tissue. Histo means tissue. And logos means study. Logos means study. Then histology, it means we can say that histology means a study of tissue. Understood? Histology means a study of tissue. Okay. Now we said anatomist and okay. Now you can see here anatomist and pathologist. Anatomist and pathologist. Anatomy means he studies about internal structure of plant and animal. Anatomy means internal structure. Okay, and morphology. Morphology, study of outer structure. Okay, so anatomist and pathologist. Okay, pathologist. It means they study about the organism and disease of the organism. Okay, bacteria, virus, and etc. So father of tissue. Okay, father of tissue. Okay, so Wissert is also known as father of tissue, and he coined term tissue. Now you can see, meristematic tissue. Okay, first I have already divided in previous classes tissue. Okay, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Okay, now first we have discussed in meristematic tissue. Okay, so this is meristematic tissue, meristematic tissue. After that we will discuss about permanent tissue. Okay, so meristematic tissue is also known as dividing tissue. Okay, meristematic tissue is also known as dividing tissue. One question here arises: dividing tissue. Okay, dividing tissue. Here one question arises that why is meristematic tissue is also known as dividing tissue? Why? What is the reason? We know that meristematic tissue is dividing tissue because meristematic tissue divide. It is present in the growing region of the plant. Okay, it is present in the growing region or growing part of the plant. So this tissue is help in the dividing of the cell, and dividing cell function as a permanent tissue, as a specific function. Okay, they do a specific function for plant. That's why they called, or we can say they are called permanent tissue. But first of all, they are meristematic tissue. Okay. In first they are meristematic tissue, and after that, when they divide and do a specific function, and that's why known as permanent tissue. But here they are first of all meristematic tissue because they are dividing. Okay, they are dividing, and they help in dividing. They help in divide the tissue. So they are meristematic tissue. Meristem means dividing tissue. Okay. So now this is the example of meristematic tissue. You can see here in this tissue, first cell wall and nucleus. You know that I will discuss in plant cell and animal cell what is the difference between plants and animal cell. So first you can see in animal cell wall is present, outermost layer. Okay. In plant cell, okay. In animal cell and plant cell, outer layer is cell membrane, but in case of plant cell wall is present, the outer layer, okay, and below the cell wall, just below the cell wall, cell membrane is present. Cell membrane I have discussed in previous class, and after I will discuss in next class. Okay, cell membrane, you know, cell membrane is also known as cell membrane, plasma membrane, plasma lemma, selectively permeable membrane. But today cell wall. In case of plant cell wall is the outermost layer of the plant cell, and below the cell wall, cell membrane is present. So cell membrane and cell wall both are present in plant cell, but animal cell wall is not present. Okay. So cell wall first, and after that, this is the cytoplasm. We can write here cytoplasm. Cytoplasm are present in both plant cell or animal cell. Whether they are plant cell or animal cell, okay, cytoplasm also present in both cases. And nucleus, you know, nucleus which help in the dividing tissue is tissue. Nucleus help in divide the tissue or divide the cell. Okay. First of all, nucleus help in the divide of cell, and after that divide tissue. Okay. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells together. 5 cells together. You know, we can say what is tissue? Tissue is the group of cells. Okay. We can say tissue is a group of cell, or we can say tissue is a group of similar cell. Okay. Tissue is a group of similar cell which perform a particular function. Okay. So these are the group of cells. These are the similar group of cells which perform a particular function. That's why it is known as tissue. We can write here. Okay. Tissue. Now tissue. Okay. We can define tissue. What is tissue? So according to higher classes, a group of a similar. Okay. Similar group of cells which perform, okay, which perform a particular function. Particular function, okay, particular function is called tissue. Also, you know that we can say in short term group of cells is called tissue, but in higher class we can say as a definition a similar group of cells which perform a particular function is called tissue. Okay, similar group, it means a group of similar cells. Okay, so this is the definition of tissue. Now next we can see here tissue, they are similar in structure. In case of meristematic tissue, they are similar structure and have thin cellulose cell wall. Okay, they are similar in structure. I have discussed in before some time. They are similar in structure and have thin cellulose and cell wall. Cell wall is made up of cellulose, as well as cell membrane is, or plasma membrane is made up of lipid and protein, as well as cell wall, okay, is made up of cellulose. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Understood? Now, the shape of tissue is spherical, oval, polygonal, or rectangular in shape, and etc. The shape of tissue is spherical, oval, polygonal, and rectangular in shape. Okay, this is the shape of the tissue, and no intracellular space between them. You can see in this figure, no intracellular space. Okay, now you can see this figure. Okay, no intracellular space. We can draw the figure. Suppose that okay. Suppose that this is a group of cells and no intracellular space. It means the space between two cells. No intracellular space between them. Okay. So this is the meristematic cell. Okay. Now we have discussed also type of meristematic tissue according to location. According to location, because meristematic tissue is present in the part of plant, and the part of plant, but it means which part of the plant. Okay, root, shoot, okay, apical part, meristematic. So now first you can see here, first apical. Okay, first of all I have drawn a picture. Okay, this is the apical part. This is the apical part of the plant. So apical meristem tissue, apical meristem tissue, apical meristem tissue, and here the place of node. You know, suppose that there is two node, and the space between two nodes is internode. Okay. You have studied in previous classes. Okay, so apical, and this is intercalary, and this is lateral. Okay, lateral meristematic tissue, intercalary meristematic tissue. This is present in the plant according to the position, because we have discuss apical meristematic tissue, apical meristem tissue. Okay, apical means, what do you mean by apical? Apical means upper portion, apex. Okay, tip of the plant. So apical meristematic tissue, apical meristem tissue is present in the tip part of the root and shoot. Okay, tip part of the root of the shoot, and here is root. Suppose that this is the tip of the root, and here is shoot, root. Okay, this is the root and shoot. So apical meristematic tissue present, apical meristematic tissue present in the tip part of the shoot and root. Also they also help in the divide the part of the plant, in help growing. Okay, the plant grow. Okay, so here is dividing tissue is present, and that tissue is known as apical meristematic tissue or apical meristem tissue. Okay, so they are present in the tip part of the root and shoot, and they help in the divide of cell and plant enlarge and growing small to big. Okay, and that's this present is intercalary meristematic tissue. Intercalary meristematic tissue, it means they develop or they grow. Okay, the place where node is present, and the place where branches arises from that. The branches, many branches arises from that or grow from that. Then intercalary tissue is present here. They help in the dividing the branch. Okay, and last, lateral meristem tissue. Lateral meristem tissue also present in the stem, and they help in the increasing or width of the girth. Okay, suppose that this is the plant. Okay, you can see any plant. You can see the lower part of the plant is wider than upper part. Okay, then upper part. Upper part is narrower. Okay, lower part is wider and upper part is narrower. Okay, so this is the girth. This is the girth, and here lateral meristem tissue is present, and lateral meristem tissue help in the wideness. Okay, help in the widening of the girth. So this is the type of meristematic tissue. Now apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem according to their position. Now we will discuss in next class, next video. Okay, permanent tissue. Okay, so that's why. Thank you.